right, guys, we're here with Buzz from Bob Sands, and he's about to break down what to fish, what to throw for freshwater, largemouth, and striper.
Let's do it. Hi guys, my name's Buzz from Bob Sands Tackle. I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown on my favorite striper and largemouth lures for our local lakes. You know, our local lakes get real tough. There's a lot of pressure, so it's the fine details that really matter. And time on the water is, of course, the most important thing. The more time on the water you have, the bigger the fish get. So, you know, this is just a little variety of what I've been throwing lately. I got baits, small baits, all the way up to big. So the fish right now, they're eating stuff like this, little silverside minnows. These bass tricks, flash tricks do a great job of imitating that. You know, the sudden impact flukes are just a killer for striper. You can twitch these along the surface, right underneath the surface, they just get bit. These topwater baits like this evergreen shower blow, Lucky Craft Sammy, all great for striper. Baits like these pencil poppers cast a mile, so you can reach those boiling fish. You know, some of the things you want to look for, definitely electronics help. If you have a boat, if you're fishing off the bank, you want to look for the small things, right? You want to look for bait fish on the shore. You want to see how big those bait fish are. You want to look at birds. If there's birds diving, are the birds just chilling, hanging out, you know? You want to look at the birds flying around, seeing what they're doing. Are they just kind of cruising, or are they like diving down, making weird movements? Are the bait fish just chilling, or are they nervous? Are they moving around real fast? Stuff like that is going to make the difference, and you want to match whatever they're feeding on the best. So lately, stuff like this has been working really well for the real big fish. You know, they've been planting trout lately. The trout they've been putting in are from Mount Lassen, so they're pretty big. So when they're putting big trout like that, I try and match that with either like a depth 250, something like this, or just a big walking bait have been producing really well lately as well. A lot of the largemouth in our lakes, they're feeding on crawdads this time of year. And the reason for that is they need the vitamins that the crawfish provide so they can have a healthy spawn. It actually helps with their egg production. So stuff like these sudden impact craws are great. I like to rig them backwards like that. It's a cool way to rig it up. You can put a little nail weight in there and get them to kind of glide backwards, so you can flip that underneath docks and glide it into the cover. These bass tricks, little swim baits, super realistic, great imitation of shad.
Now, what are you rigging those bass trick baits with?
You know, you can rig them weedless style and get them through cover. These small ones, like these 2.5s, you can do like a 1/0, like a flashy swimmer, or just like a 1/0 Texas rig hook will work for these. Or you can run them on a jig head, like an 1/8 ounce, 8 1/4 ounce, 1/0, 2/0 hook.
Let's take it back to the fluke. You said that's a good striper bait.
Absolutely, one of the best ever. One of the best, most versatile striper baits ever. One of the best baits and most versatile baits ever made. You can kind of just cast these into the boil, let them kind of meander down. I rig these up Texas rig usually, just so it's a little bit bigger hook, a little bit more weight will help it kind of track true and sink down a little better. But you can cast these in boils, you can fish them fast on top, almost like a top water, you get it to skip along the surface, or you can just let it sink down and it'll kind of do its thing through the school, twitch it a couple times, and kind of fall and meander back down. You know, white is always a great striper color, you can't go wrong with white. Even in the big baits. That's what I call my biggest striper ever on right there. So they all get bit, you know, you just want to match the forage. Lately it seems like it's been either really, really small stuff or just huge stuff. So, all right guys, so you can find all these lures and other great striper lures at Bob Sands Tackle in Van Nuys, California. That's 6743 Sepulveda Boulevard. Come on in, we'll get you covered, saltwater to fresh. We have a fully knowledgeable staff. We can help you out, pick the right baits, get you set up.
Thanks, Buzz.
Yes, sir.